It can do both of those things. They are separate, but they are related. So it can affect performance directly because it can affect how their gut feels. It can affect symptoms of comfort in the gut, so it can have an effect on performance. In some events, in particularly running events that are very long, so ultramarathon events, we get a lot of stress to the gut, and there's a very high prevalence of gut symptoms in those sports, and some of that can be related to increases in permeability. And if an athlete suffers a symptom, they will probably not perform as well as if they hadn't have suffered the symptom. And in some events, there's quite a high proportion of athletes who actually don't finish. They stop, they have to withdraw because of negative effects on the gut. That's an immediate effect, but there's also potentially more long-term effects because it can affect the ability to recover. So if it affects the ability to take on food or fluid or the ability to refuel, then we're not getting the nutrients into the body as effectively. And we need those nutrients for optimal recovery and future performance. So it can have an indirect effect via that mechanism also. So the more mild ones are things like reflux, diarrhea, sort of discomfort and bloated feelings within the gut. More common but less severe. Slightly more severe would be it's caused by the gut, but it then, or it's caused by an increase in permeability, but it can have other effects. So for example, if we get bacterial toxins getting into the blood system, that causes the immune system to overreact, and you can go into shock, or you can have a severe septic response, and that can actually be very dangerous in extreme cases. The types of sport which are most likely going to cause those are very prolonged activities, especially if it's in a high temperature, because the extra heat stress causes further damage to the gut, or also events that have a lot of running involved, because you've got the body jolting and jumping around, and the organs jump around and get damaged because of that. However, having said that, also sports where you have to be in an uncomfortable position, so for example cycling in a very tight aerodynamic position, can also cause some distress on the gut.